Hello guys, welcome back to another video. Welcome back to Chase Talks Politics. Today is Monday, August 3rd, 2020. We're about 95 days away from Election Day. And today's topic, we've talked about this topic a few times before, but we're going to be talking about the swing states in the 2020 election. We've done this topic once or twice. But we're going to, do it again and just discuss where I think that the swing states will go as of right now and which ones are classified as swing states as of right now, which ones I would personally classify because I know some other people would classify them as, something different. So certain states like Alaska, in some states that could be potentially considered swing states, and battleground states that I personally do not consider. So here's the map right here that I just pulled up, as you can see. So let's put in this safe states right now, and then an update on the live that I was going to do with Biden's vice president. I am still planning to do that this week whenever he makes his decision, which I believe his decision will be coming this week. So right now I'm just putting in these safe states for Joe Biden and Donald Trump, and then I will show you guys the swing states, and we're just going to talk about where I think they will go as of right now. So Vermont, Massachusetts, these are definitely all safe states for Joe Biden's campaign here. South Carolina is a safe state for Donald Trump. Illinois, safe state for Joe Biden. New York, a safe state for Joe Biden. Alaska, I would consider. I know there's been some polls that show it's pretty close, but I would still consider it as a safe state for Donald Trump. Indiana, right now, is a safe state for Joe Biden. So, let's get into these swing states. Starting off with Nevada, I believe right now I would consider it to be likely for Joe Biden. I personally think that, it's going to be 9 or 10% that he takes it by. So I definitely think that Joe Biden will take the state of Nevada. Arizona is turning more and more Democratic, since the last election in the 2018 midterm elections. But it's turning a lot more Democrat, and I personally believe that it will be going to Joe Biden here. Colorado and New Mexico could potentially even be considered as safe states. I wouldn't personally consider them as safe states. I would consider them as likely states. But definitely Joe Biden has the potential to take this by 15-16%. So yeah, I have Joe Biden taking Colorado and New Mexico by a pretty likely margin. Texas is a state that is definitely a swing state. It's going to be a lot closer, but I still think Trump takes it by about 4%. So yeah. In the state of Minnesota, I believe that it will go to Joe Biden. It's probably about the same as Nevada, probably 9-10%. I know some people think that Trump has a realistic shot here. I'm going to Joe Biden. The state of Iowa, it is very close, but I personally believe, it is going to go to Donald Trump. I would be surprised if Joe Biden takes this. I think it's going to be a very close state, though, unlike in past elections. Wisconsin and Michigan, both of these states right now, Joe Biden has a decent lead in polls in, and I believe that he has a great shot at taking these states. And I think it's going to be difficult for the Trump campaign to take either of these states. Ohio is going to be a very close state. I know a lot of people believe that Joe Biden can take it, and he definitely can. I think it's going to be very close, but I think Donald Trump takes it by about 2% here. In the state of Pennsylvania, I believe that Joe Biden will be able to take it in his birth town. I believe that Joe Biden will be able to take this state by about 3-4% here. In the state of Virginia, it's definitely likely, I would say 11-12%. Joe Biden will win it by. So Virginia is definitely going to Joe Biden. North Carolina is a state that is close right now, 3 or 4%. I think Joe Biden takes it 2-3%, but it's going to be very close. But I do think Joe Biden will take it. Florida is a state where Joe Biden's looking good, up 5% right now, but it's going to be very close. Going to be one of the closest states in the election. I think that Florida goes to Joe Biden by about 2 or 3%, potentially even 1% that it could be that close. New Hampshire is a state that even could be classified as safe. I think 14-15%. Joe Biden takes it by. Probably not that much, actually, but 11-12% is probably more realistic that I think it will happen. Maine is a state that I believe will go to Joe Biden. He's looking good there. So I'm sticking with my prediction as of right now, 334 to 204. Let's look at some swing state polls here. But, Joe Biden's really looking good in these swing states. The only swing states that I think Joe Biden will not be able to take are Ohio, Georgia, and the state of Texas. So, yeah. So, Arizona, Biden currently is up by 7%. I believe that he will be able to take that. Colorado, Biden's looking good, up by 13%. Florida, Biden has a 3% lead. It's very close. I believe that it will be able to go to him, though. Georgia's a state that I believe it will be able to go to Donald Trump. The polls right now show that Biden can take it. I don't really buy it. I think Trump takes it by about 2-3%. In the state of Michigan, Michigan's a state that I would be surprised if Joe Biden doesn't take. He is really looking good, up by 10% here. Minnesota is very close. It's a lot closer than I think a lot of people will expect. And this should be a state that Joe Biden should be a little bit worried about, only up by 3% in these polls. So, Minnesota's going to be close, and Trump definitely has a shot. But I think Joe Biden will end up taking it. North Carolina is a state that is tied right now. I think Joe Biden can definitely get it. Pennsylvania, Biden up by 7. I think he has a great shot at taking that. Trump took it by 0.7%. And then Texas is going to be the closest it ever has been. It can become a Democratic state by 2024. But if it does not 2024, for sure by 2028. But I think that Donald Trump takes it by about 3-4%, despite what the polls are saying. Then Virginia should be pretty much a lock for Joe Biden. He's up by 10%. He should be able to take it. Same with Wisconsin. These are big pickups right now in the polls for Joe Biden, up by 7% in the state of Michigan. So yeah, that is going to do it for this video. We discussed the swing states. Regarding the live, as I said, I'm still planning to do it when he makes his decision. I think it's going to be later in the week. I'll probably make another vice presidential, who I think will be the vice presidential pick before the end of the before he makes his decision. So thank you guys for watching. I'll see you in my next video, probably tonight.